Adams Offshore Retirement Fund? What would it do?
What wouldn't it do?
Fester, all tribute to thee. Some called him inhumanly evil.
No.
Only our parents. I called him brother.
And his memory must live on forever through money. I'm going to deposit the funds under my name for tax purposes.
That's inspired.
He would have wanted it that way. Beloved Fester.
Indeed! For Festa!
For Fester, brother!
My brother!
One of a kind.
The doctors all sent.
Kind to animals, so good with children.
They never proved anything.
$1 million is the perfect amount.
It's brilliant.
It's untraceable.
But Tully, it's not all business. He's going to have to wait. You know the rules better than that.
Why? But this is different. This is in my name. Make an exception.
Old business is old business, and new business is new business, and this is new business, and we do not discuss new business until next quarter.
Next quarter. Next quarter?
Fine lunch, but your riposte a tad rusty.
Yeah, I took that from an old Magic the Gathering podcast that I used to watch, where they just open up the podcast with a clip of a movie or TV show that was mildly related to the episode of the podcast at hand. I'll probably have a more clean transition when I get more in touch with video editing. If I ever get the time to do that. Magic the Gathering itself is just like... it has always been like an abusive relationship where there's something good about it that goes on, then something happens, I get beat up, I don't win any games, then all of a sudden something good happens again, then just back to the same old, same old. But this episode is, this video that I'm putting out is not about Magic the Gathering, nor is it solely about Toontown as I have on gameplay of in the background. Since I'm doing this somewhat live, cobbling it together somewhat live, there's going to be like live flubs and all that kind of stuff. Oh, a whole bunch of stream stuff. And some like music that I found in the background that's probably also going to flub me up. But cares, right? I want to discuss old business with the channel, as in stuff that I streamed before, or will stream in the future, new business, instead of doing this between two videos. Try to get it all in one. And with that, I do want to discuss the more pertinent thing, which is Roblox. And also low-key Inscription. You see, maybe a big reason why a lot of my subscribers haven't been getting, like, generally any notifications about my streams is because they haven't been about Roblox, like, at all. And a big part of that, or not a big part of that, but half of that is because I've been streaming like Daniel Mullins verse, as it were. This is like, well, mainly just the Hex and Inscription, and maybe Pony Island 2 when it comes out. If people want me to, I'll probably stream Pony Island 1. Even though there's been plenty of people that have gone through and fully dissected the game, and I don't think the game is or looks very fun. Like for me, the coding portion of the Hex was kind of just like a low-ish one, at least for me. So playing a whole game that's about that is kind of just like, excuse me, it's kind of just like not great. Pony Island 2, as far as I've seen, is not that at all. Like it's its own whole separate thing. Just going by the name of Pony Island 2. And I will talk more about that when I get to it. But the biggest reason is because I've been banned on Roblox. Like I've been talking about it on stream for the past few months, and it's been bothering the hell out of me as well, because I keep trying to bother them and I just keep finding out more and more information about nothing, basically. In short, what did happen to the account was that it got hacked, and even though a lot of the appeals department and the people that looked at the account said that I should be unbanned, they decided that I shouldn't be unbanned just because they don't want to bother with it. So the account remains banned. The long story of it is that on the March of the 16th of this year, like shortly after the whole tower defense stuff, all that kind of stuff, I wanted to change out my two-factor authentication. And in the midst of that, the account got hacked, unfortunately. So I decided to go through Roblox itself to try to get the account unbanned, after trying to get it unbanned through the AI, because they make you do that first for whatever reason. And the AI decided no, so I went through the appeals department, which is supposedly supposed to be human. They're supposed to have like override access for all of this kind of stuff. And from the 16th of March to April 20th, the account itself, my account, Pencil Wizard, Vohan Moore, whichever you want to call it, it did get unbanned 4 times, with the person I last talked to fully about it, and that cared enough to actually do something with it, saying that it was going to be escalated, that I'd get more support from someone. That I, for one, was somewhat excited for. because that means I have my account back and I'll be able to like stream like the hardcore stuff, even though I miss like the Ducky's Revenge update that they had and getting the biologist. I would be able to go into the future with, I don't know, whatever niche niche Roblox thing that I find, as well as just make new stuff for the stream. Maybe make more animation for like the side person I have here and finally get it to work to where I want it to be. Maybe make like hotkeys for all the animations. But 2.5 weeks later, because I figured it'd take that long, I was bothering them like the entire time during, just because I wasn't given like a timeline or anything. I figured I'd email them just to try and find out what the whole timeline was to that. Never got an answer back, so 2.5 weeks later I decided to start emailing the appeals department again. And I got a couple of emails back that was the same old, oh, we don't want to do anything, blah blah blah. Don't bother us. Then all of a sudden I got a email back that was, oh, it's been 30 days, we don't want to do anything, fuck you. And from that, I continued to try and annoy them, try to see what was going on. Found out that I somehow don't own the account, I say in quotes, and that they don't want to do anything with me because I don't own the account. And it's just been a back and forth battle with them, pushing rope, trying to get some kind of support. But absolutely no one is willing to do anything over there, which is kind of unfortunate. So the account is probably never getting unbanned, basically. Unless somebody from the Roblox headquarters or whatever finds this video and then hears me talk about my account, then goes, oh, we'll just fix the account now. Which, so fucking stupid. That there has to be like a whole hoopla for these businesses to be willing to do something. But I think even if the account got fully unbanned and they decided that I was fit to stream their glorious game, I'd still not be wanting to stream it. Just because I have other games I want to stream instead. Even though it would be fun to just kind of go in and maybe at least duo hardcore and voidcore. Because I don't think I can do hardcore and voidcore myself without, like, extensive research into what the best towers are, all that kind of stuff. As well as grinding up, like, the Juggernaut, the Kingpin, and the Operator. I don't think I'd be one of the first 100 players to finish Voidcore. Because I heard there was supposed to be like some kind of special thing for the first 100 players to finish Voidcore. That's something I may be wanting to stream, or wanted to stream. But again, all of this just to get nothing, and I'll probably not get any of the money back in limiteds that was stolen from the account. I won't talk about how much was stolen from the account, but how much in limiteds was stolen from the account, but Roblox knows. And for shame, either way. But this also means I probably won't do any of the Roblox projects that I want to do. Which, besides the stream buddy herself, look at her go, swing her leg. I did want to, at least this year, starting in March and during the summer, I did want to take Zanziel from Roblox and turn her into a real person, as well as, like, fully remodel her crown and hair. And I'm talking about a real person as in a non-Robloxian. Like the nose and a flowing dress and a PNG dress. Which the person I commissioned the dress from really did a fantastic fucking job on that dress. Like, holy shit. I don't know how I'm gonna 3D model that dress. That was part of the reason why I wanted to grab Zanziel in the first place, was because I wanted to study the dress firsthand, maybe steal some of the texture from it, head onto the new dress, and maybe give Zanziel some shoes. Ooh! But considering that I don't have, like, people willing to just hand me, like, fully blenderized models, nor do I have, like, anybody willing to circumvent Roblox, that's never going to happen. So even though it is Zanziel's 10th anniversary coming up in October, that is not going to happen. And for anybody wondering who Zanziel is, she is a character among many that I made for Blox cards. Because I did have a hand in the game. And I guess I tried to have her have, like, a separate backstory than what they went with for her, at least from what I read on the wiki. considering that all I was really given for the character was just like a name. Like, I think maybe a name and a job, but nothing really else. Like that British bastard that is the main guy that does everything didn't really give me too much in terms of like backstory and all that kind of stuff. So considering I made such a icon of the game with nothing except like $10 for the commission of the dress, which I never got back. Well, technically never got back, because it took like $10 to get a commission 2 blocks cards that I wanted to make sure the card was right, because I'm just that kind of person. So I went to the blocks cards Discord, saw that the card was not poo-poo garbage, but not great either. Then I made my own card. So technically I only paid for like the coding behind the card. And also the recoding. Yeah, I'll probably talk more about it on stream if someone asks. Because I'm going long in the tooth. I'm rambling and I don't want this video to be that long. Just know that Zanziel is probably never going to get done. Unless I get unbanned, in which I'll probably have her done for the 11th anniversary of me adding the character. Which is less special than 10th, but at least she's done. And another thing that I want to do with Roblox was the Mind Cube, which was a game that I had on like the back burner for like years. That I want to start at the end of my tenure with Blocks Cards. That went a little longer than I wanted to after I got burnt out of trying to help them. That was just because of one of the now moderators, or the last time I heard he was a moderator. I just didn't feel like doing arts for the game anymore. But I want to stay in the Discord, kind of. But I also didn't really feel like doing anything else, so it was just like, eh. So after I left the Blocks Cards environment altogether, I decided I want to maybe do something called the Mind Cube. The Mind Cube would be like a bunch of separate environments separated into cubes that I thought would be neat, basically. But that took like way too long, because once something would go awry, I felt like, oh, it was a failure. And restarting all of it would just mean like all that work goes to waste. So it was just like, eh. But this time, before I got banned, I probably found a way to do it. Which I'll probably have to sketch out because I'm banned. and also the Tools of Polytoria, which is another platform that I looked at even before like the Roblox ban. Their tools aren't great, and they're kind of wonky. So I'll probably just like sketch the whole game and maybe I'll put the sketches to Twitter, because I do want to like tweet out daily stuff, even if it's just like nonsense, like yesterday's tweet or whatever you're watching this. Just like some of the tweets are gonna be like hoopla. Just to kind of be like, hey yo, I'm here, come watch my stuff. And maybe if someone wants to build it, they can like build it themselves. Unless I get unbanned, I'll probably build it myself. But I'll still put like the sketches themselves onto like Twitter. Just to be like, what do you guys think about this thing? But enough of that. I want to talk about the other games that will not appear on the channel, such as other Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like, there's not going to be like any kind of I wouldn't say not any kind of Magic the Gathering stuff, because I do want to, first of all, redub the one video that I made like a while back, doing this whole box thing. But also, I do want to like put out like other Magic the Gathering stuff till I'm done with it. Because I did promise myself that I want to make this one deck that's taken far too long. And I'll probably finish it in the next month, I hope. And I'll be able to go out and fully play it and woo! Maybe if I get maybe at that point I'll have like a second day that I'll be able to stream, and that'll be exciting. But I still want to float in space. Yu-Gi-Oh! I probably don't want to float in the space of Yu-Gi-Oh! And not because of anything community-wise, just because I'm not real fond of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself, there isn't like any like physical place I can find to play that's like advertised, and I know people can actually show up. So that's put a hamper on things. Master Duel is just kind of like its own hoopla kind of thing. And then Duel Links is in a constant state of the meta not being broken, the meta being broken, the game itself just being rough. Much like the other game I want to talk about, Brawl Stars. Except Brawl Stars is fun underneath everything. Like, I did debate whether or not I wanted to, like, make videos on Brawl Stars going into the future. Like, have, like, a weekly series where I put, like, a 2 to 3 ranked matches into the video. Like, 3 ranked matches, and I discuss what went wrong with them and what I could do better for the future. And then show people, I guess, my kind of thought going into some of the drafting. Which most of it will be like, oh, this brawler is good on this map. And I thought it'd be good to go them. But I needed a better phone because I was tired of fighting with my phone to be able to actually play Brawl Stars. So it was just kind of like back and forth of fighting the phone, fighting the meta, fighting broken brawlers. So I just decided, instead of being like a washed unk with the whole thing, I just maybe come back when the meta is a bit better and I have an actual phone that can play the game, or a tablet. And then maybe do the video series. But I don't think that's going to happen a lot soonish. Probably gonna happen later, much later, sooner. That's just because of how I am physically, not anything with Brawl Stars itself. Toontown, though. The background footage here. Toontown is going to happen, I guess not regularly on the channel, but it is going to like appear like another YouTuber in a side game where you could win half a car. Or not like physically half a car, but I picked up the game after my father's passing. That's what I've kind of been addicted to. And that's what I'm soon going to finish. And to finish it, I'm thinking of doing either 1 or 2 marathons, because I've been neglecting some of the side games with it that give you like the laugh and whatnot. And I might as well as maybe do that. I don't know if I want to have like a separate marathon for it or not. Just do it off stream. But what I do want to have is like a marathon stream where I work on my suits. Maybe doing the easy versions of like the factory as you're seeing here. And the other unfunsions, as I call them. And then at the end of the stream, maybe have like a boss rush. Going through the bosses in the order that I completed the suits in the first place. Well, completed as in got them to level 49.2. The V2. To which Blobot was first. You could, and anybody in the comments can kind of guess, like, the order of the suits after that. And then next I might play Clash. Inscription, though! I did think about videos. Just reading off my notes made for this. Haven't been sticking to them. I was thinking about legitimately modded run vids. Like I have the vid itself, the game itself, and I'll mod Act 1 to be my own kind of mod type thing. I'll probably have to go in and manually change up the decks every time, just because I don't know if there's a mod for random decks. And that's just because I want to fill up Leshy's door with stuff. And then people can just, like, comment on the video, the videos to have a death card named after them if the next video ends with a death card kind of thing. I'll probably do one run per vid per week. And that'll be like one thing. And then the death card itself will probably be just like randomly selected cards from the randomly selected cards that Leshy gives us to pick for the death card. I'll show you if I do the video. And then for Minecraft, if I ever get like a second day I can stream, I do want to have like a walk to the Farlands. Play one of the versions that I started Minecraft with, instead of like one of the newer versions. Or version 1.8. Whatever. And I'll probably build a minecart going from the spawn to the Farlands. And other builds as well. And I'll probably do that on stream rather than as a video series. But as for the new business, games that might appear on the channel that I'm excited about, such as I spoke of before, Pony Island 2. Pony Island 2, I'll probably just like drop everything as soon as it comes out, stream it. Like, no matter what. Or maybe not no matter what, it'll depend on if I can get it or not, but I will stream Pony Island 2 sooner rather than later. Fallout, though, I'm thinking of just going through the Fallout series in general. Just like seeing what all the hoopla is. Like, I've never played the games themselves. I've always just, like, heard lore from them and whatnot. So it'd be, like, fun to finally experience all of the games. Maybe or maybe not Skyrim, I don't really know with that. Balatro is also on the docket for a game I'll play at some point. I have. I don't know if I'll stream all of it, or have like extended streams for it, just to kind of learn the game, try to get used to it, kind of like I'm doing with Inscription now. Because that's going to be like a long thing. Or I just have it like I did with Toontown, where I just play it off stream and then occasionally have like the fun Elatro streams. And I'm also thinking just like Cult of the Lamb might show up as a side game for some of the streams. Just if Toontown Corporate Clash doesn't come through, because one of the big things with Toontown Corporate Clash is that they're doing this whole big messing with their game engine they kind of don't want to mess with. At least mess with beforehand. But oh no, I'll probably think more of it. Or just leave your thoughts in the comments below. YouTube thing. But Root, also in my notes, is a board game or board game that they made into a full game that I have like all the stuff for, that I want to play with other people that I can talk to instead of just being bullied till I learn the game by people I don't know. Like, I'll probably talk more about the games that I can do on stream later, but for now, that's what I'm thinking we can do. Like, I will continue to stream. More streams will appear on the channel, maybe more videos as well. Maybe actual video series. And I'll also, at some point, just say, just buck the numbering of the streams and just go, oh, this is my something something of something something. No. Just whatever. I probably will be streaming tomorrow if you're watching this as soon as it comes out. But other than that, I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. For whatever happens. Maybe something good, I don't know. But join the Discord if you want to bother me directly, or just like share memes or pictures or other videos. Or just share suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. Like, maybe everyone votes to have me play Shared Pixel Dungeon. That'd be something. But yep, I'm definitely out this time. See you guys.